Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, something like that. And inside the Marble Garden Zone. Trying to remember how this game works. Okay. So the Marble Garden Zone, I generally just go all the way down and then up. Get over the spring. Alright, so watch that spike ball, it'll hurt. And there's the mini boss of the zone. He'll drop those things down and then we can proceed. We can go up, especially with Tails there. Unfortunately, without being able to control Tails, it makes it a lot more difficult. So we're gonna go this way. That's a fake spike enemy. He's kind of hard to kill because it's kind of hard to aim at. Hit from the side, as it were. This blue wheel you spin on and it makes platforms appear. You can tell the enemies because their spikes will be a slightly different color than normal spikes. Oops. Land on it. There we go. This top kind of zooms off if it touches the ground. Fortunately, you're invincible, or well, you get a free hit while on it. I think if I had taken that top a little further, it would have let us get somewhere. But also, this zone is full of a bunch of these annoying bounce back springs. More than I remembered. I believe those are real spikes. Don't touch those. But the fake spike enemies you can bounce off of, so that's pretty cool. There's a lot of new information in this zone that I've gotta like regurgitate all at once, so don't mind me if I sound kind of scatterbrained. It's fine. Just fly along on this little top thing here. You power it by running. It's kind of a thing you do. And then you can go whoosh 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 whoosh. Shoo. Got the checkpoint and lost the top. I pretty much always lose the top there. That's the thing. Again, he's kind of hard to kill because of how oddly you have to hit him from. Or how odd the angle is you have to hit him from. Those are real. So yeah, you can see those are kind of white, whereas his are kind of bluish. With the dart trap enemy, you just kind of... I saw that was going wrong from the moment I jumped, but I couldn't do anything about it. Those are real. Unfortunately, some of the real spikes do look kind of bluish to me, so I've always had a really hard time telling them apart. Those are real. I noticed a majority of my commentary today is consisting of, oh, those spikes are real, oh, those spikes are not. But, you know. Alright, let's drop down here and hop into this top, which will allow us to go this way. Fly off the rails on this crazy train, or however that song goes. Kinda maneuver it up here. And lose the top right into the mud. And here's the mini-boss. Now, with this mini-boss, it's interesting because you get hit by those stalactites, stalagmites. It's kind of hard to say because they're... Also, he's dead. But you don't get hurt by anything else, just the pointy-looking rocks. I'm bouncing the sign, so I have a way to explain that after having killed that boss, because he only takes 6 hits, and getting 6 hits with Tails around is not very difficult. Alright, Act 2. Yeah, Marble Garden's not really one of my favorite zones of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, even though there's a lot of mechanics that are introduced in the zone. And I mean a lot! But I believe with the Lightning Shield we can now just ignore his shots completely. Also, Eggman makes his appearance here. I don't know if hitting him there means anything or anything. Also, I believe him appearing and making the screen shake like that is actually making the stage, like, deform itself. No, it's just that one thing. For now. But later on, this entire thing will collapse in on itself, and that's not something we want. Also, I don't want to be on that top when that thing's around, because I believe you lose the shield if you get hit while on the top, even though it doesn't usually count as a hit. It's kind of odd that way. Also, the Lightning Shield, if I haven't gotten it before, attracts rings to you and makes you kind of do a double jump. So it's pretty cool. Those, I think these are real. No, they're not. Okay. I don't want this. Up! Well, I didn't want that either. Alright. Are we back at the beginning? We're back at the beginning. I haven't had a single checkpoint in 2 minutes. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Eggman, appear! Bop. I like how the boss music starts for like half a second. If I remember correctly, I usually lose a lot of lives in this section. That's odd. The floor didn't deform like it normally does. I almost got pinned against the wall and killed again. But thankfully, this one won't do that. Most of them will, but this one won't. I guess we're going this way? Oh, well, there's a checkpoint. That would have been useful. Can we go? Oh, no? Okay. Let's go like this. I'm not entirely sure. The mechanics of the top have always kind of confused me, because it's like you run to make it spin, but it descends really, really, really quick, so it kind of doesn't do much. We could go up here. Yeah. Okay. Let's hop on this one. It'll make it easier to maneuver the way I want it to, which is to go up here and follow the signs, basically. Yeah, they definitely can't expect you to figure out how to maneuver at the top. That mud, by the way, is a lot like the Oil Ocean Zone, if you remember that from Sonic 2. Ow. It's fine. You can live. Oh yeah, there's a funny little sound if you bounce off it. Wait, that's not. There we go. Also, sometimes doing that will cause you to glitch the platforms and not spawn them all, which is pretty weird. Let's hop up here. Not run our face into those spikes, preferably. Alright, got a checkpoint. I believe we're getting close to the end. Also, this boss fight is really odd. I'm not a super fan of how it works, but we'll get there when we get there. It's definitely not like any other boss fight in the game. Like, the entire game, there's not a boss fight like it. because it implements something very interesting. Also, if you're playing as Knuckles, it gets really confusing. Maybe I'll show that off. Because that's like the one part of... Well, no. Actually, Knuckles has an entirely different story, doesn't it? Ugh, that one's hard to hit. There we go. That's what you're supposed to do. And then this one appears by killing that and swing down here. For some reason I was going slow enough to kill those grasshoppers. I don't know if there's like a secret if you go down below those. I don't believe so. Up. Yep. Okay. And onto the stump. Whee! Yeah. Those are real. They're just spikes. Yeah, those go down in 3 hits. That looks like an enemy. I was correct. And we get the fire shield. Don't go too crazy with it, because you might run your face into a spike. Oh. We're at the, second appearance of Mr. the Eggman. And this is where things go a little crazy. I believe. Yep, it's still shaking, so... that means we need to get our bacon. I usually die there. That's the thing I remembered. Okay. Those have no rings, thank you. Okay. Okay. Carefully maneuver over this way. Not too careful, because that thing, yeah, the top of the arena is kind of coming down on your head and will trap you and kill you. So you might want to move. Unfortunately, this part you're kind of stuck for a bit, and then the checkpoint appears. Ow! Hate these grasshoppers, man. Just hate them. Oh, I thought that's where the boss fight happens. I forgot there's another section to this stage entirely. We're pretty close though. Yep, here we go. Alright, now this whole part is pretty interesting. He's gonna drill down, which allows you to hit him a couple times. Just once. And now we have no rings. That usually happens every time I do that. Okay, so in this boss fight, you're controlling Tails and Sonic. You control Tails with the left stick, awkwardly, very awkwardly might I add, and Sonic with the, by jumping. Now, Tails can get hit, but you need to be careful with Sonic. He can get killed by the drill and by the fire. It's generally not safe to hit him from that direction. You can tell which direction he's coming from if you actually pay attention to where he flies. So you see he'll do that again. If he comes from the bottom, I generally ignore him. You could hit him from the right, but I usually get killed trying to do that by the drill, so I generally just like to play it safe. And if he's coming from the top, I can get him like that. And that's pretty much this boss fight in a nutshell. So yeah, it's interesting that they're like implementing Tails and stuff, but and you fly up into that. Now, killing him solo with Tails is extremely difficult if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, also the flickies are like flying around you. And then they go away. But, where are we heading for the sky to darken like that? Is it some kind of a sunset zone? No, that's in Sonic Advance. 3, actually. We have yet to play that one. I need to get to that one. We will, but first I have another game after this one that I'm kind of looking forward to and kind of not. But we'll get there when we get there. Until then, later guys.